Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live! I am so sorry for you headphones wearing motherfuckers. You're gonna go deaf! What is up? How y'all been, man?
No, what's up,
we blowing something tonight. Maybe your ears
Speak for yourself.
get dirty.
Russ, my goodness.
God damn.
I'm filthy. I know.
Russ,
I'm on.
look at him opening these toys. All right, we talked about this shit, Russ. We were gonna do a motherfucking
exciting.
section.
I wanted to see this little bastard. He looks so cool. It's like the world's smallest Optimus Prime, man.
What is up, Wolf?
Hey, Wolf in the house. What's up, Wolf?
Happy New Year's Eve, brother. All right,
man.
Russ, since you're starting your fucking shit before we were going to do the session, you drunk
I'm sorry, dude. We could do the session. We can.
Show the people your prime.
Yeah. Y'all can see, it's just my camera here. Whoops, this is the little tiny Optimus Prime. Yeah. It's like the dead Prime. And then he's got a trailer, too, which I thought was really cool. It's a little tiny thing, too. Like, it can't be no longer than your index finger. No, that's about the size of it. Long as your index finger.
Talking about his wiener, man.
Yeah. My wiener's smaller than that, just saying.
That's smaller than, like, New Age, ain't it?
Yeah, my wiener about half up there.
Anyway. I actually got a New Age David.
It's cool, dude.
Off, yeah.
I don't know who the fuck makes it. I don't know who this is.
It looked like Iron Factor, I thought.
I don't know. Maybe. Prime Commander. I don't know what the fuck is that. Oh, Dr. Wu. It's Dr. Wu.
Dr. Wu. Where did they come back from, man?
I bought something from Dr. Wu. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know Wu is short for Wuhan, dude. He's been laying low, man. He made COVID in that laboratory.
The nefarious Dr.
Wu. I just got the show.
Look at shit. The trailer even opens up.
I threw that shit before I walked in the room.
You know how badass that is? Oh my god, dude.
Pretty cool, man. How have you guys been? Dude, it's been a long time, man.
I know, right? I feel like we haven't done a show in like a month, dude. Fuck is that?
It's been more than
it's been about 2 months.
Has it been? It feels like forever, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Everybody. I've still been watching the guys on Friday nights. It's hard because I try to mute the volume whenever EE or Ricky's talking, but it gets hard to do whenever they whenever they have their cameras.
Yeah, whenever they spell.
I just don't want to hear everything they have to say. Wolfie's okay.
Yeah, we can hear.
Say about those.
So guys. You can handle Wolf. You just can't handle EE.
Yo,
I said Wolfie's fine. Hey, 3/5 of a show are good, man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I am worried with the amount of business he does that Derek is just going to turn into an auctioneer on that show.
Oh no shit!
Give it to me for 5. Can I get a 6? And it's sold.
Homeboy is working, brother.
Man.
Yeah, man. He keeps some groups together, like fucking doing that fucking auction shit.
He's working, man. He's like,
like
shit,
that,
man.
Like the Transformer, like chat group or game group or something. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I always see that in my feed, man. They're like, "Do you want to join this?" I'm like, "Man, thanks, no thanks."
Man.
I'm trying to leave groups at this point.
I have not. I've only joined like one auction, and I'm in all these groups.
Dude,
I went through the other day and was just getting out of some groups, and I'm like, because literally, like, there'll be like, one random thing I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Can't find it on eBay. Can't find any retail places. So I'll like join a group and try to find it there. Can't find it. Forget to like leave the group.
You gotta get yourself kicked out of them. That's what I do.
Where you been kicked out of now?
Another G.I. Joe group.
Dang, for real, dude?
Yeah,
what are people mad about on the G.I. Joe front now?
Yeah.
They sorted out a lot of their early issues.
Even I, the biggest hater on the planet, have to admit, they're doing a hell of a lot better. But we were, they were getting upset because somebody put up a post that said that was complaining about the lack of accessories. That's certain that some figures have come with, and one of the figures he complained about, I was just like, I just didn't understand what he was saying because the motherfucker had lots of shit. I don't know what he's talking about.
I got some G.I. Joes in today too.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
They look great, man. I got out like a year or so ago, but it's like that is a line that's like, man, dude, like they just kind of seem to do everything right now. And I will say, as far as the accessories, if they were to do one thing, just give fist hands with everybody. An extra set of fist hands. But I know we're already getting a lot for the price point.
I wish.
I
wish they would be. That's one thing I do. I would like the extra hands, just a couple extra hands.
You get
maybe open or
somebody who's decent at casting. They could be making a shit ton of money right now. Like in the same way that like that Gridiron Studios, like they went from.
Dude, that would be easy too for the fisted hands, like you're saying.
Mm-hmm. It'd be tough. Well, so with the weapons, I guess it'd be hard with the plastic to get the plastic right, just to be like, because you're gonna have to fucking plug that shit in and it has to withstand all that. Like that's where I'd be worried about it.
Well, you just take one hand from the line that's exactly how you want it, and then you fucking cast it.
And then
that's what they do anyway.
Like a lot of those like the ones that are there, like you really do have, like they're not meant to be swapped out like some legends are. So like you really do have to heat them. Like heat the forearm up to get the hand peg out, which man, yeah, if they just had that built into the line, and that'd be like my only thing that I'd ask more of. Just look, appreciating it from afar as I do. Like I said, I'm not buying the shit, but like I see the new stuff that comes out, they seem to have like changed kind of mid-course from early on, where they're like, it's gonna be this goofy kind of like techie modern whatever. And they went from that to like, I mean, it's just, they just seem to be remakes of like the 80s toys, but in 6-inch scale, and with like every update that you can think of, and I'm like, man, this is great for collectors, dude.
Well, that's kind of what I think. Where I think that was the best decision they could make, is to get back to some classic looks instead of the.
I missed him.
What's up, Vinny?
So.
Happy New Year, brother. Yeah, when it's like who's buying the stuff, man? It's
right.
It's you guys, it's us, it's people who are there for that. And I know with Legends, they've kind of had like, and there's like some reasoning behind this. Like you don't want to put out perfect Spider-Man because you want people to buy the next one. But it's like you look at those twins. I don't know their names, like those twin dudes. Okay. Like what do you like what do you do? Yeah. Like those look to me like to be the definitive, like perfect versions of those characters. So it's like
they're
really
kind
of doing that, kind of changing their principles maybe from line to line. But I get that of like you don't want to release a perfect version of this, you want to leave people wanting for more. And
they did an amazing job on that Tomax and Xenon. I was like, God,
like they look incredible, man. And it's like, what else could you? No, I could see. And it's like maybe just as time goes on, I've had figures that I thought
shit! What is up, Dave?
Oh,
Dave!
Shit. Hey,
hey, brother!
Hi, man, great dude.
That's so cool, man.
All these people, dude.
Happy New Year to you guys, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
I've had figures that like at the time I was like, what could be better about this? And then 2 years later, like shit just improves, and then you're like, well, fuck, this looks bad compared to everything that's coming out now.
I want to cancel the show just so I can open my shit. Because dude, like I have been so down on toys for a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
I understand
that.
Not
having any like. I've got so much shit in box, but this last shipment I just got from BBTS is like, yes, okay, I understand again why I collect toys.
That's the
dude. That's good, man. And I'll tell you, like, it's been like you said, 2 months since we've done this. I have gotten rid of the little stuff that I still had from like trimming down everything in the last couple of years. I've gotten rid of all my Star Wars stuff. I got my X-Men stuff like listed, ready to go. Like it's because we moved here in July, and I'm like, okay, like I was sitting there, I was talking to it with Jackie, and I was like, been going through this on my own, and I'm like, what have I not even thought of since we moved here? And it's been, 6-7 months. Like, what have I literally not even thought about? And it was
Transformers.
Well, but I already got rid of that shit, man. But it was like the Star Wars stuff, the X-Men stuff, like the X-Men stuff. Like I love that display. But it's like I had a goal. I wanted this awesome display, and I did it, and then it's like that's the fun to me.
Yeah,
Like
so you got rid of it all.
I'm trying. I'm working on it, but it's going to be a nice chunk of change.
Yeah,
just put away, which
yeah,
you know
with
what
you being Amish and starting a whole fucking barn raising team.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying.
That fucking hey, that fucking beard doesn't make you Pennsylvania Dutch, bro.
Yeah, not that like we need it, but it's just like it's nice to have a little chunk of change, and that'll be a nice one if I make what I want to make off of it. But dude, it's tough. It's tough because like if someone commissions you for a custom, you can make some money off that. You can say, okay, they're paying you for the work, but like selling customs to just the general population that you've already made, no matter the quality of them, it's tough because it's like, well, you know what you put into it, but like, does this the random person want it? You know what I mean? So like that's a tough thing that I've encountered that in the past.
And see, like, I don't ever think that my work's good enough that like anybody would ever want to pay for it, and like, so I don't have that confidence to even put my shit out there like that. You know?
Yeah. And I was at a point like that early on, and in over time that you build that shit up.
I don't.
But
I don't custom my shit except for myself. I would never sell my one my shit. My shit's too good. And I'll get it.
No, and it's like as far as like collecting goes, dude, I want to keep all my Batman stuff. Like that still is special to me, and all my Dark Knight Return stuff too. I'm looking at one of these now. And it's like, other than that, dude, I don't even know, man. I haven't bought a toy in months. I haven't I slowed down. We moved here, and then it's like that slowed down has come to like complete halt for months now. I haven't bought anything, man. It's like I'm not like missing it though. I was looking at shit and I'm like, man, like the G.I. Joe stuff. I'm like, that stuff looks really great, and I can appreciate it from afar. I don't know, man. It's been a weird few months, dude. Like kind of coming to that conclusion. I'm looking at all this shit. I'm like, what does it even mean to you? It's cool, but
I don't know, man.
Move on and go on.
I was supposed to be taking it easy, and my wife's getting pissed at me because I'm buying too much shit. But
dude, I mean, it's like so good now. Like, I think that's, man, like as far as like if you can make a statement about toys in 2022, dude, like domestic shit has gotten so good.
I think so.
Legends have gotten better. Yeah. The pinless stuff, they're using the face print finally on like the comic figures instead of just the movie ones. Like you get, I was at Target, I'm getting my son one a Goku toy, and they had like the one from the most recent like Dragon Ball Z movie for $35, which is good for an SH Figure Arts toy.
Hell yeah, it is. And, that's what they're selling the Naruto stuff for too.
Yeah, dude, I went there, Russ, and they had them like as a sale, and they were $25. And I was like, dude, if I was into Naruto, I'd get a few of these and army build them because he has that fucking thing he does, whatever.
Yeah, where you can do I'm looking at
this Goku. I paid $35 for it, and G.I. Joe is like 20. What are they now? $24.99, 22.
But G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
G.I. Joe. I mean, you could do $22.99 upwards of like $24.99 or more, depending on if they decide as deluxe.
I've seen 27, but like for just depending on the place, but like it's like there's not that much of a difference between those two figures. To me, looking at them, having handled both lines or whatever, it's like there's not much of a difference like between this $35 and $22, and that was not the case 10 years ago. 5 years ago, even 2 years ago, I don't think. And then like now it's just like these domestics, man, they're just on another level, dude. Like,
I'll tell you something right now, y'all. That's killing me. And I mean, if I got a bitch about one thing about them, I wish Hasbro would get straightened out is their pricing, because
dude, I just think that there's so much of that is just out of their hands.
You might be right.
We have to charge this much if we want to make any money. And I know they're making money for sure because
they definitely are.
So much shit. They have so many licenses. But like, I watched that one Super 7 video, and I've talked about this on the show before, but it was like illuminating to me just to hear from somebody who is on that end of like someone who's like within our age bracket. I forget the dude's name, Brian something, maybe older than me for sure, probably older than you guys too. But like, he was just like, yeah, you know, tooling's the most expensive, but steel prices have shot up, you know, since the pandemic. And it's like, well, yeah, that's going to affect everybody across the board, but there's not going to be somebody from Hasbro who's going to be like talking about that or like letting us know about that, you know? So it's like that shit where it's like, but it's like,
night,
what
baby.
not, you know, like,
Nick's
good night,
baby.
Good night. Happy
Sorry
New Year,
for Russ.
And it's a Happy New Year, guys. Look.
And it's like fucking
yeah, I'm still alive, motherfucker. Shit,
man. It's like
I'm alive.
if everything's gonna be more expensive, then toys are gonna be more expensive too. I don't know,
Happy
man.
New Year, brother.
That's funny, dude. Yo, yeah, I think you're right about it. My issue is with where they're like the Kamakura figure.
Mhm.
They like charge like a lot of money. Happy New Year to you, Bubba. I missed the shit out of you, E, man. I was thinking about you when I was watching them Giants. I was like, oh man, E must be stoked. Oh, they lost. Damn, E's pissed. Anyway, it was they like did a Kamakura figure for like $34, right? And say it's like a deluxe figure because it actually has an extra head. But then you got like a Storm Shadow. That Storm Shadow had way more shit than a Kamakura figure did, and I'm like, and that Storm Shadow was like 20, like 22.
I don't know how that one got passed through as a deluxe. They do that with Black Series sometimes too. Like
they do.
Yes,
they do.
A couple of their Boba Fett's where it's like, you know, you could argue like, well, he just comes with the shit that he should come with, like a jetpack, a flame effect
for Legends
extra. But
when Legends does a deluxe, that shit's most of the time pretty damn good, man. That Iron Man with the fucking cannon.
No.
That shit's fire, bro.
I would agree.
Dude. And came out.
They did a You Lick the Troll.
Yeah, and like that Iron Man came out at the same time as the Mafex classic one. I know the Iron Man that came out was like the 90s version. What's up, JB? Happy New Year, brother. I know they're different versions, but looking at they're so close. They're red and yellow as opposed to being red and gold. It's like I don't know which one looks better. Of like which one looks like a better figure, and it's like the Hasbro one looks as good as the Mafex one to me. Like,
yeah, when it comes to shit like that, where it doesn't have to be like a sculpted face, it's getting pretty fucking close.
I just. I think that maybe doing an extra head is just a big extra cost. I don't know.
Well, who knows? I mean, it's maybe the tooling's different. It requires paint that has to be more specific. I'm sure the process of that is more intense. And just like with Storm Shadow, it comes with the extra sword,
right?
Black plastic, hit it with silver spray.
Sure.
Pretty easy. But I think it would go a long way if somebody from Hasbro were to communicate that to the fans, to be like, look, this, like, I know prices are increasing. Here is where our prices to put the shit on the store shelves are increasing. And I know how people would react to that. Like, be like, well, fucking boo-hoo, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. Blah, blah. But like that shit matters. You can't dismiss that out of hand.
Talking about that shit, I think last year, for the things that I collect personally, I think only 2 companies could stand out as like Company of the Year for toys.
Who?
Hasbro and NECA.
NECA had a really strong year, man.
NECA is strong as fuck, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a great job of getting their stuff to shelves and getting it in people's hands, which they've really struggled with, you know, kind of pre-pandemic through or into the beginning of the pandemic. But like, I appreciate that, and Hasbro too deserves the same credit for the exact same thing of like, okay, we need to get shit in people's hands. People are upset. People are dropping lines, right?
Yeah. Now, like, I understand that, you know, the fucking Marvel Legends HasLab blew up, you know, didn't go off.
Yeah.
Well, Mattel's Eternia did, but I don't think
that's a problem with the format of a.
I don't know.
Like I'm saying, like, overall, I don't think that, like, just because like that project funded while Hasbro's didn't where Hasbro also had multiple other HasLabs throughout the year.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think it's comparable, man.
You know what I like about NECA? NECA's done a lot of cool shit this year where they're mixing stuff up, like Power Rangers and the Turtles and shit like that. I mean,
yeah,
that's so much fun, dude. It's so cool. I mean, you can't fuck with that, man.
That's a fun line, man.
It is. It is really cool.
That's something that has no fiction behind it, and people want that shit.
Yeah.
Dude. They got the Gargoyles license, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, that's cool, dude. That's badass.
Like, it's just a great presentation from them with a window box.
Yeah, they definitely they're the best ones at like doing shit for, I think, people who want to collect shit in package, like keep their stuff, because they really do a good job. Yeah, see what I mean? It's displayed nice. You can see everything.
You can see all the accessories.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've got a lot of my NECA Predators still in the box, and I won't, it looks good, man. Look at that. That's great. Yeah, they definitely do a good job,
dude, And again, Mirage Casey Jones.
Yeah, those, man.
Yeah.
I got Eli the Mirage Slash for his birthday or for Christmas. Dude, that thing's cool. A beast, dude. That thing's awesome. And he got a Super 7 shredder too, and that's just okay.
Ooh, what's
NECA did much better selling on their website this year, made a huge difference.
Mm-hmm. That's a pivot though, man, of them being like, okay, what can we do better? How can we fix this stuff? That's good. But like again, that's NECA where you have their Randy Falk like on podcasts all the time, talking through the process,
talking to people.
And it's like I do think Hasbro needs that, but I also think that people won't. That shit would go a long way for me to be like, yeah, that makes sense. But I know a lot of people are just going to be haters and be like, well, this is, it doesn't.
Oh, probably.
Fucking
That's what you do.
It's New Year's. Do you just want to open this up to like people in the chat and shit?
Yeah, I don't care. Come on, bring them on. If they want to come in, let them come in. Shit.
What's up?
Do you want to open this up?
As long as it ain't Chuck.
Chat?
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Yeah, even if someone wants to, like,
I've been drinking,
jump on and jump out, or hang out.
It's in the MPSP family chat.
I might tell Chuck to jump off a fucking balcony again.
No, God damn it, Jesus Christ, God damn it, Russ.
Mm-hmm. The whole fucking 3 feet.
Oh Jesus! Don't get me started, dude. Like, don't get me started, because like it hasn't been the same between me and Chuck since I insulted somebody.
Oh, he's a little clown, dude. Fuck him. Can't take. It's funny. He likes to clown on people, but he can't take anyone to clown on him. A little motherfucker.
Okay.
What a bitch
ass.
All fair,
Russ.
All fair.
Yeah.
How's that Optimus going?
Oh, it's good, man. I'm sorry. It's good, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that hair, Look how cool he is.
Vroom.
Look at that. And that guard, man, is awesome.
Man,
I'm loving it, dude.
I've only
World's tiniest transformer, brother. I'm excited.
I've only bought a few.
Hey, I got. You know what else I got, y'all? I got the Masterverse evil sorceress Evelyn. Yeah, let me bring it out. She's cool looking, dude. I was
now
very happy
last year that was my line. Masterverse.
There you go. This is the one I got.
It's a good little line, man.
Yeah, if you can see that fucking light going.
That is
on
a
you.
dope figure too.
I
like
love
that
it.
A lot.
The look that she has is amazing. I think she's great looking. Because I got the first Evelyn that they did, and that's a good. I like that figure too, but this one's amazing.
Yeah,
I have to admit, I like the bat head and shit. That's on. That's cool. So yeah, I'm got that. That was fun, and I got a.
Is that Minifex?
No, that's fucking NECA.
That's so cool, dude.
Wow, yeah, that's a big old box, man. Yeah.
See if this shit.
Yeah.
It's a glare.
RoboCop, baby. They said, man, shit, yeah. Look, he's got the head too, without the helmet on and everything. That's so badass. That's cool.
There we go.
Yeah, that looks good, man. He comes with everything you'd want him to come with.
Hell yeah.
That's the battle damaged one, which is cool.
I like it. I like it. Like you could like reenact the scene probably where they beat the fuck out of him and take him apart and shit.
One of the
Such a
heads
good
has got to have a hole in it because it comes with the chair he sits in,
Yeah.
and it's got like a probe on the like head pad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Jack
That's
right
pretty
into
goddamn cool.
his brain.
Shit. I dig that. What else did I get today? I don't remember what else I got in. Oh yeah, I got in the Mythic Legions figure. Baron Volregard part the version 2 of him, I guess. And I got a set of wings for him.
Did you get that headless horseman that they did?
No, I didn't get it. I wanted to though, but I was like, you know what?
That thing looked great, man.
It did look great. I'm running out of room, y'all. If I'm being honest with you, I'm running out of space, man.
Mikey, that's
I was like, where the fuck am I put that at?
As
My
a
Mythic
fucking
Legion
mother-
shelving. Put it in the motherfucker.
NECA put out.
I'm about to get some new shelving.
NECA put out the Secret of the Ooze Turtles, and I
That's
passed
cool.
because I passed on all of them. Right?
I love it.
I'm not a fan. I don't like that
Yeah.
movie. As a kid, I liked it, but as an adult, I'm like, it's just the first one. I'm good with that. But
The
apparently,
mummy.
they made like improvements on like all the bodies and stuff and like their articulation. So I'm like, well, shit, dude. Now, like, do I need these and just swap out the bodies? You know what I mean? Like, and give the head, like, put the heads from the Secret of the Ooze ones on the old bodies and just give them to my kids or something. they would appreciate it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Cal got bequeathed.
Eat that
lot
shitty
of
fucking
figures.
Netflix figures. Funny. Sorry. What can I get him? Sorry.
Dude, all my regular size Marvel Selects he's got.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of Marvel selects.
So that's like
You have a
Moon
ton of them,
Knight.
don't you?
Yeah, Moon Knight, fucking.
Yeah.
Except the only one I'm keeping is Mephisto. That's normal sized.
Well, Mephisto is badass. I would
He's
complain.
he's still worth a mint, right?
He's got to be, right? Because you can't get him in any other way, you know?
Yeah,
Dude, I
they put
wonder
out-
what he's going for on eBay right now.
They put
It's-
like the Watcher was expensive for a long time, and then they put
Yeah.
him, they
Yeah.
re-released him. I wonder.
He's got to be a pretty big mint. I mean, I imagine you pay a lot of money for that Mephisto. Because you can't get Mephisto anyway else. I mean, Hasbro's not going to do one. I'm telling you, they're not going to do a Mephisto. Because of the whole, he's like Satan or whatever thing.
Dude, like, how did McFarlane put out that dude from Black Adam, like that villain? Like, he looks like the devil too.
Yeah.
I just think it's some
made
open
in China. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. all
Open
that stuff.
box.
Mm-hmm.
200.
Open. That's
For not
pretty.
that great of a figure. You know what
Yeah, I mean, it's sculpt wise, it's really.
it looks great.
On top,
Probably
it's
not
fun
to mess with.
Yeah, it just suffers from the usual articulation problems that happen with some of those guys. But I don't know. Some of the more recent selects though have done a lot better with articulation. I think.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean,
they are. And I've said this to you guys. I've said it in posted pictures in the chat. They are so hit and miss, dude. They will put out a figure that's just like an absolute fucking banger, and then put out like the goofiest shit you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like right after that, it's like they don't seem to have like a uniform articulation scheme. They seem to like or scale. I feel like a lot of times they just tend to reinvent the wheel with every figure, and it's like, what is?
Yeah, somebody got lucky for 99, but besides for that Mephisto, the lowest I'm seeing besides like 90, a couple of like aberrant ones that are bids are 156 to 210.
Look at Nick trying to just get the most money he can out of this thing, man.
Yeah, that's true. What E said though. I mean, it is because Hasbro does have to answer to Disney, and if Disney don't want that shit made, it ain't gonna get made. Dude.
I need to get like I need to hear that. That's one of those things. Has Hasbro said that? I just feel like I need to hear it from the horse's mouth.
They have. I don't think they've said it. I just think it's because people are.
I don't like speculation, man. I want to know.
I think the mentality is if they were going to make it though, they would have already done it.
Like Hasbro puts out Punishers with like fucking machine guns. And
that's
like,
true.
So it's a weird place to say, okay, this is where we're gonna draw the line.
Right.
When was the last time we got a Punisher though? The Rider one, right? The fucking.
I don't know.
The
I feel like
one
they
on
put
the
out a
motorcycle.
bunch of them really quickly.
Yeah,
but it's like the same thing with Deadpool though. Like any Deadpool, like I'm sure the one with
I think
I don't know.
I think what the issue is people always talk about the Chinese market because if it's the devil or demon related, blah 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 blah,
But it's like, are they not selling that like McFarlane stuff? Is that not sold in China? Like,
I think that McFarlane is allowed to put his shit there, but Disney's allowed to do the same thing, but decide not to because of the cultural bias and the problems from the government.
Yeah, because they definitely have like altered movie posters and stuff like for the Chinese market, which is like the most cowardly shit that Disney does. Like, and I will talk shit on them for that for forever because, like, that's a totalitarian place, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you shouldn't. You shouldn't fucking kowtow to them. They can go fuck themselves.
But it's probably a good market. It's a good market for Disney, though.
It's just money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. They make that coin, So.
And that's the only thing. I just want to hear from the horse mouth. I'd like to hear somebody say, like, okay, we can't because of this reason. I feel like.
Yeah.
I only heard people just speculating.
I would say what bothered me was that I felt like. If you're doing like a fund me, like a funding thing, right, for a project like that for HasLab, I kind of feel like you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah,
because that's
why you were getting a Mephisto there.
Right, but also
because it's their direct market and they don't have to sell it overseas.
Exactly, and also though when they did what's her name, the one female character they was going to do as part of that
Goblin Queen.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a lot more scantily clad,
Mm-hmm.
But I think the reason why is because they just want to use one of the bucks they have already. Something.
I think this paint fixes that. But what you said about the McFarlane thing with guns, I also think that is stupid, right?
Yeah.
But McFarlane came out and said, like this is from Warner Brothers that says we can't do this, and he said the Hasbro team said it. Certain face can't be made for real sale. And then
the Hasbro team has said numerous times. There's some.
It's that to me that's from the horse. So it's like I think that's stupid, but
they haven't come out and said it like they haven't come out and put like the full statement that Disney says we can't do it because of China. They haven't said that.
Yeah.
They've just said been diplomatic and said we can't release certain.
That's what I mean. And that's what they'll do. You're never going to hear them say that. They're never going to say that.
And it's like I don't know. That's the thing. That's like goes. Well, I mean, it's like that's the worst thing happening in China right now. It's not. It's not it's not by a mile. But it's just one of those things. Like video games don't make it violent. Like that's not a debate anymore. Like
true.
It's stupid stuff. But communism fucking sucks for a million different reasons. That is one of them.
Dude.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's.
I saw a news story this week, and like it has nothing to do with toys.
Well, that's okay. We only talk about that sometimes here, right?
All right.
True that, E. I agree with what E said on that. Just blame the right people, right?
Yeah.
Man.
You guys heard of Representative DeSoto?
Who?
No. Who is this
from
dude?
New York?
Wait, no. It's not DeSoto. It's something else. Is this the dude that's just that said his mom died in 9/11?
Yes.
And then later on said that she died in 2018. Yeah, this dude. It's not DeSoto. It's Santos.
Wait a minute, Santos.
George Santos.
Yeah, this
Have
dude.
You heard?
He's.
I haven't heard this. What happened? What did he do?
Oh my God! Bro.
Say again.
He said so many things.
He tried to say his mom died in 9/11.
Yeah, and he just is in like a web of lies that he created for himself.
Oh my god!
Like they're all
Dude,
so
like-
easily
like-
provable. Like
He said he's worked at all these places, but like I think he's counting like delivering for Uber there or some shit. It was some crazy like
he's a
oh
scumbag.
yeah, fucking Wolf in the chat. Yeah, George Santos. Holy fuck. And they elected this motherfucker.
But wait, did all this shit come out after the election, or was it out? Or was
Some
out
of it
during the
came out
election?
before.
Some of it
And they
came
still
out
voted
before,
for
I think.
him.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a thing where you see and this is a lot of people, and this a lot of people. It's probably across the board. You see the right letter next to someone's name, you vote for them, especially when you don't fucking know. I mean, I go in my local elections, like, and I don't always vote in presidential elections. I always vote in local elections because that's the shit that actually affects my life.
Yeah,
you know, for the most part. And it's like I don't know who any of these people are. You know what I mean? So like most of them, I'm just gonna leave blank. I don't know who these people are. But there are like, if it's a local election, like I know who, in my case, like my state representative is. Like she taught me, she was my math teacher in college. I worked for her husband. He was my principal, right? So it's like when it's local, like, and it's small town here, a little different than I'm sure probably you guys have, like where it's like I actually know some of these people. So yeah, I'm going to go and vote for them. Regardless of what their camp is, because I'm like, well, I know this person like is a good person. I'm gonna vote for them, you know. But it's like, I mean, I could be voting for some goofball, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like George
then
Santos,
like
who said that his mom died twice.
that's fucking crazy. That's checkable though. Like I don't understand. If you're gonna lie, trying to lie about shit they can't check on, dude. God damn.
Didn't he like say he was gay and wasn't really gay or something too? Like,
oh no, he wanted to get like the gay sympathy vote, and then when he wasn't really gay,
the
like
gay
we were like
conservative
discriminated
vote
against so bad.
Yeah, that's like that's I mean that tells you where we are as a country, and I think it's a good thing, you know, where it's like if you go to Ghana and you say that you're gay, like you're just gonna get beat up in the streets, you know,
right,
by everybody. And then in America, you have like a dude who's
the insidious thing about the gay lie, I think was didn't he say like a bunch of his he said like 4 of his gay friends died in the Pulse shooting in Orlando.
Jesus Christ, dude, what the hell? Man, what is he doing?
Well, dude, there was this. There was a Tory. MP in. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. He said he was black.
He's about as black as Sean King is.
Yeah. And then.
Oh my God.
He was talking to a group and said of Jewish people. It said he was Jewish. And then it came out that he's a fucking Catholic. Right? He's a fucking Catholic.
You can convert
this guy.
And in answer to this, he said, I was Jew-ish.
Jew-ish.
Whoa. Like he's a little bit Jew?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. A little Jewish, yeah.
Just, boy, you know, just a little Jewish.
I'm a little Jewish. I'm a little Catholic-ish.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Dude,
I should have done that when I was in school back in the day when I wanted to take Jewish holidays off.
I don't know the dude's name because he was a Tory in he was like a Tory MP in British Parliament. It's like their conservative party, and he like got wasted and crashed his car into somebody, and he might have killed somebody. I don't know. I heard the story on a podcast. I'm repeating it, probably leaving things out. Big scandal. All this heat's on him, and then he just came out and was like, you know what, guys, like I've just been struggling, and he was basically just like I'm non-binary or whatever, and I'm like struggling with my gender identity. He goes, I'm still gonna present as male, and I'm still gonna use he/him pronouns. And then like this, it just went away. Like all these people were like, oh, this dude, he's so brave.
Also, we were like, we feel so bad for him. He's struggling so much.
And it was it was like Labor Party people who were like, oh God, you know, because like that's their like left-wing party over there, and it's just so ridiculous. He's like,
they're all just like, checkmate, he got us. We can't do shit about it.
Dude, exactly. exactly. They're like, we can't criticize him because that means that, like, you know.
I mean, come on, guys. He doesn't know which bathroom to use. Give him a break.
Dude,
oh my
he's
god.
Like, I just get wasted all the time, and you're gonna because I'm just struggling with all this stuff. It's so fucking ridiculous.
It's
I'm gonna run for
shit,
office
dude.
down here. God damn it.
I don't even understand how.
Yo, Nick for county commissioner. Let's make it happen, baby.
Hey, dude, go ahead. Because if anybody calls you out on anything, all you gotta do is say, "Hey, man, I have an addiction."
I'm a felon-ish.
Yeah, you go. I am a felon-ish.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
I said no. I said I was Jewish.
Yeah. That is wonderful, though.
I would see this dude. I'd probably listen to him speak, and I'd be like, "Well, he's a goon." And then all this scandal would come out about all these lies he told, and then I'd hear him use that Jew-ish line, and I'd be like, "I'm voting for this guy."
Yeah,
that's funny.
I'm almost jealous of him that he had the balls to say that. I'm kind of like, I wish I'd come up with that back in the day.
I'm sure I came up with it on the fly, man. And it was like,
oh my god, man,
it's really good. Like, you fucking
that is
got
so good.
Oh man.
I mean, my mom, I was always trying to scam for ways to get out of school, okay, legally, right? So I tried to say I was Jewish, and of course my mom immediately shot that shit down, you know. But I wish I would have thought to do that. I could have told my mom, well, my mom, I'm Jewish, a little,
a little bit.
Russ is trying to get off for Hanukkah.
Pretty much. Always, dude.
Days,
always.
All 8 days.
Oh man, Yom Kippur was my favorite one.
I
was reading some stuff about the dude who invented Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
God, what's his name? Let me look up his name. But this dude was literally an insane person.
See, I was trying to angle for that too. You can't. There was like you can't take off for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. I'm like, what are you saying? I can't be both.
All right, he has a fake name because he kept changing his name, but Karanga.
Oh, the guy that created it.
Yeah,
like
his real name's Ron McKinley Everett. So, but like he was like gotten like legal trouble for like false imprisonment and like he like would like just have all these women around him, and he would just like fucking like tie them up and like burn them with like crack pipes and stuff.
Holy
like,
shit!
Was, like, literally insane, man.
Oh my god!
I'm looking at more shit about this Santos guy.
Yeah.
CNN confirmed reporting from the New York Times that Santos was charged with embezzlement in a Brazilian court in 2011.
A Brazilian?
Holy fuck, dude!
There, man.
I don't know. In the interview with the New York Post, Santos denied that he had been charged with any crime in Brazil. I am not a criminal here, not here, or in Brazil, or any jurisdiction in the world. Absolutely not.
He's
that
only
didn't happen.
He's only a criminal when it's convenient.
Yeah.
What a guy is.
What a guy.
No man, it's just he's got to be a better politician, dude. You can't lie on shit. It's like Donald Trump's problem. You can't lie when you get caught about shit. You get caught on easy. It's like
he's
I don't know.
His strategy of just like flooding the zone with everything of just like putting so much out there.
Russ Hashanah.
Who said that, Dave? Dave, that's fucking you're true, Dave.
I'm gonna take a day off. I'm gonna take a day off.
Oh man,
to celebrate that, man.
I think I'm gonna tell. I might try to use that on my boss and see what he says. He probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Russ Hashanah, your ass to work tomorrow, motherfucker."
Yeah. No show this week, guys. It's Russ Hashanah.
Yeah, I can't make it.
That shit's gold, man. That's good.
Oh my god, dude, it's funny, dude. Oh. And I know what else I got. Hey, y'all, what? I can't remember which character it's on. What's his name? The G.I. Joe character that came with the motorcycle. Remember which one it was? Was it Mainframe?
Yeah, it's like the kind of in green dude.
Yeah. I think it was Mainframe, right?
Shit, no, I don't know.
That's who it was.
God damn it, bro.
One of these guys.
All these questions.
I can't remember. I bought it because I just like he looks. And I was like, why'd you buy that? I said, it's a classified figure. I have to get it.
Yeah, well, you know it's gonna be good, man. They're getting to the point now with the line where it's like I don't even know who the characters are anymore. Like I'm pretty far removed.
I got Dusty in, and I got Zorana in, and she's really good. I like her a lot. I like the way they did her hair. They did it where you can change your hair out, and
oh yeah, they did that with
yeah.
What's her face? That the other one with the hat, Lady J.
I got him.
Right?
Yeah.
Russ.
Oh, you did? Okay. Did you open him yet?
No.
No. Okay. So that's cool. I mean, he's a really cartoon animated looking Sergeant Slaughter. That's good.
Eric von Wolfenstein is asking you, Breaker.
Yeah, that's it.
Breaker. Thank you, Eric. I couldn't. It was Breaker. Why don't I say mainframe?
Breaker.
Because
I just met her.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him. He looks cool, and he's got the badass motorcycle. So I was very excited. But
what's up with your demonic shirt, Russ? Explain.
Oh, it's Edge. It's Edge's shirt.
That's a tarot card.
Yeah, it's Edge's. One of Edge's.
No, it's a Magic the Gathering card.
The wrestler Edge's design.
Nice. Nick, do you play Magic the Gathering?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
And so in the last few months, since I've been on the show, I've gotten me and Sonny, man, we've been playing the shit out of Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. We each have like multiple decks at this point. I'm pouring way too much money into it. Probably why I'm selling all my toys. But I just on YouTube, like Magic the Gathering videos have been coming up, and dude, I've just been sitting and watching them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, don't get into this, but
dude, the fucking Magic the Gathering cheating videos are the greatest.
I love that you called it.
Dude,
I love that you called it Doucheverse, by the way. I'm just gonna say.
Dude, Nick, I saw this thing where it was like Magic the Gathering released like some cards, like a 30th anniversary thing, and it literally retailed for like $1,000.
Yeah, man.
That's insane.
I'm telling you, that shit's got a following though, like you wouldn't believe. I was shocked.
Sold out. I went to the website, sold out.
I was blown away.
Like they're doing like some kind of Omni. I don't know what the fuck it's called because I haven't bought cards since Innistrad, which was that horror set I was telling you about with the vampires and werewolves.
Yeah.
But dude, they got like a fucking Transformers set coming out. They got
it's Hasbro, right?
Yeah. Well, Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast, which owns fucking Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And Wizards of the Coast owns D&D too, so they had like D&D cards, like they had Drizzt and shit that from Forgotten Realms. So I'm hoping they do a Strahd set because that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are killing Hasbro and Wizards and wanting them to spin off like D&D and Magic on their own brands, and it's like, why the fuck would you do that when they're more successful than they ever have been in the history of their lives?
Yeah, dude, for real. And it's like both of them. I think Magic just kind of did what all these other things have done in the last 10 years or so. Of like just becoming more mainstream, where it's like before 2008 or so, like all this nerdy shit was just more closeted. And I think Magic has just done what the MCU movies did, done what comic books have done. It's like it's just more mainstream, right? So you get more people doing it. But I think D&D, like literally since Stranger Things, dude, like that's a different instance where it's like it may have just kind of crept like these other properties did, but I think Stranger Things had to have had something, because like kids at my school talk about D&D, and it's not because their parents were into it. It's not because they got into it. It's because of fucking Stranger Things. You know what I mean? Like it's like, like they have to. There has to have something to do with that.
Vox Machina season 2 next month.
Let's
go.
That's really cool that they're getting that out so fast. By the way, I think that's awesome. I've been looking forward to season 2. I'm really happy with it.
But that's like another thing, right? Where it's like all that, like, why would they? I don't know why they'd cross them over. I could see them doing like homages and stuff, but like, both of those things are both really independently successful.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Critical Role is the Matt Mercer, the guy that DMs the games, he does all the voices for the NPCs in the cartoon series.
Mm-hmm.
He's written books for fucking Wizards. He has like his own fucking like Dungeons and Dragons setting book.
That's awesome.
And then they also did one independently, but because D&D, and they're going to keep this from. I'll explain it in a little bit. They have what's called the one game license, open gaming license, which means they allow people to develop on the D&D system as long as like they credit it.
Okay, all right.
So but things are changing. Things are changing a little bit because when one D&D, which is going to be the next system rule change for Dungeons and Dragons, comes out, which is going to be 2024. There's going to be changes to the open gaming license, and you're going to have to file taxes and shit depending on.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, so depending on how much money you make and shit. And some of these people, because they're selling through Drive-Thru RPG and sites like that, are making coin.
That's amazing.
I know Maya watches a lot of the same D&D stuff I watch, the Dungeon Dudes. I love these guys. They're two guys up in Canada who do a live play. But they also just talk about Dungeons and Dragons twice a week, new topics, just fucking
That's
bang,
cool.
bang, bang. Yeah. So it's really cool that tabletop role players are getting to let their free flag fly.
Yeah, and it's definitely. I mean, YouTube has a huge part to play with this because that's what, like I said, playing you. That's a huge part of why we got back into it because we watch one video, shit keeps coming up. I'm watching one Magic the Gathering. It's like how the algorithms work. But then with YouTube, there's just such a wealth of good content and a bunch of junk too. But mostly it's a wealth of good content made with good intentions by well-meaning people about really anything, right? So it's
right.
All these things like all these Magic videos. It's a lot of them are really well produced and you can tell there's thought and care that go into them. I can just sit and just have them in the background while I'm just doing shit around my house or whatever of this card game that I don't own one single card of or don't plan on ever getting into. It's just I think YouTube's a huge part of that. I mean, toys, same thing, toy reviews and the amount of video essays dedicated to toys at this point, Toy Galaxy has always done a good job of those. The Fwoosh channel and kind of how Robo's taken that from just reviews to branching out and doing the kind of podcasts and stuff
my favorite videos of his are just when he just sits and has a conversation about figures and certain lines and shit like that. He'll just have a conversation about it where it's and he'll point out where they've been criticized and maybe where they shouldn't be criticized or maybe where they should be criticized. He's just, I don't know. He does a good job,
I like him and I'm
do
biased,
too.
Man. I've been a fan of the Fwoosh. I've been reading their shit since probably 2010 or so.
Yeah, so you got into it way earlier than I did. I just discovered them not that long ago, and
this was before they were even had any presence on YouTube. I just stumbled across them when I very first got back into collecting. But Robo's a dude who I've interacted with that dude in DMs and stuff, and he's super cool.
Nice.
Always responds to questions and certain things. I'm hey, what kind of spray seal did you use on this to get the gloss off a character's face or whatever? And
right.
He'll hook you right back and be oh, I use this, and I'm all right, and send you a link. I'm all right, thanks, dude. He's a good dude, and he is definitely of this shit's just for fun, so let's enjoy it together.
Yeah, exactly, and that's another thing too.
I like his perspective,
he's good at kind of trying to tone down the volatility. He's one of those people that's hey man, guys, in the end, remember they're toys.
It's toys and it's this is still a pretty neat thing and where Nick, what's that dude's name? That is the opposite of
retro blasting.
Yeah, and someone like that who's the opposite of
that is my biggest regret about the fucking we'll call it the Lost episode where I lost my shit and got drunk.
Yeah.
Was that I felt we did
back to that.
we fucking did a good job tearing that dude a new asshole, and it's all lost.
Well, you know what's funny about him is there was
Yeah.
a time when I thought his content wasn't horrible, when he would do things like literally talk about old school shit, you know, and give it a spotlight, you know, and may educate you on.
Dude,
But
put
then,
a pair of
I don't
Roadmaster
know.
glasses on that motherfucker, and he's Jeffrey Dahmer
Yeah. No,
with the
I know.
fucking
And
London
he-
fog, with the
Yeah, but
London
he-
fog jacket on and shit.
And Russ,
I could see that motherfucker that used to work at FedEx just being like, "I'll let you go after we watch a video."
yeah, but Russ, I think that could be a thing to where like, and this is a lot of things. Like I think I can think of more examples of like political people who like political commentators of
Right.
where, like they kind of start out in a place and then like they maybe make a video, put out an article that gets a lot of attention, and then like that just like diverts their path, and then like their mission just becomes like audience capture. Like, I'm going to speak specifically to this group of people who I know are going to watch all my videos and read all my shit, who I know probably think the same way I do. So like they're and it's like this kind of like loop of like, they just reinforce what their audience already thinks,
Happy
feels.
New Year,
Yeah,
Larry.
I see what you're
How you
saying.
doing, brother?
Yeah.
So and
Yeah.
I think that's and
That
it's
whole
like
echo chamber.
Right.
they
Yeah, got
become
it.
somebody like completely different as a result of that, you know, and
Yeah.
they defend things that they maybe wouldn't have defended.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
It's
Happy
just
New
really
Year, brother.
strange, man. I think like that's like, to me, like what happened to that dude. Like he just was like, this is where my
Just
money is. I
maybe-
mean, there's
The
a guy.
negativity, the negativity about everything is just such a downer. It's like a weight watching toy videos on YouTube, because like
Yeah, I know. I don't watch that many
usually-
of them
usually,
anymore,
yeah,
dude, to be honest.
usually the Foosh, yeah, they're positive. Like
They're good.
like Mgo's pretty, happy.
Yeah, he's obnoxious,
He's-
but he is definitely, like you said,
Yeah.
happy-go-lucky. Like
He's too happy-go-lucky for my taste.
But it's just like
Yeah. the freaking geek himself. What the fuck?
yeah.
I love that
No, I like
shit,
that.
man.
I like that guy too. He's a
No, no,
geezer. Seems
I
like
know
a
what you're saying, though, Nick. You're right. There's but there's still a lot of reviewers out there who, like, just do the fucking review and if they've got some negatives to say about it, that's great. Put them out, say them. But they'll go into a whole diatribe on, and just go overboard, and you're like, what the fuck? Is that all necessary? You get tired of listening to it, and
Yeah, and a lot of it gets
Yeah.
directed at like the bigger companies, and
Oh,
it's
sure.
like,
I mean,
like always is like leads to like conspiratorials, thinking of like shit that like to them they're like, this is a conspiracy, but it's like,
And they
yeah,
present everything as fact.
yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
And it's like a thing where it's like, and they're just doing this to make fucking money. It's like, no,
Yeah.
shit, dude, they're a
Yeah.
corporation. Like that's what McDonald's does.
well,
That's what
That's
They
what
Coke
we're
better
supposed
make
to do.
money. I fucking own stock in
Uh,
Hasbro and Mattel. God damn it!
yeah.
I mean,
And it's
look,
like all these things that they're like, because it's like they're figuring them out for the first time. So like they're like, everybody, I need to, spread this to the world or whatever. It's like, well, like we
This-
know that they want to make profit.
when Classify first
Yeah.
started coming out a couple years ago, right? And I remember my first thought was people were dogging the shit out of those first figures, with the exception of Snake Eyes, because
Snake Eyes looked right.
what's the dog? Snake Eyes is just a black
He looked
figure,
right,
right? They
yeah.
put all together. But I mean, they
Fucking
were.
racist.
I mean, I remember Duke was getting really, and even I had some issues
Yeah.
with Duke. I just didn't like the face and everything.
Yeah,
But
Duke was a bummer.
Well, all I kept saying was, I said, we got to get through this tough time. Yes, let them know, right, what we don't like, but we also better support this line, because if you don't
Yeah.
support this line, they're gonna kill this motherfucker off, dude. I'm telling
It's
you.
like, hey, the course. I might
Yeah.
not get there with you.
All right, I legitimately was afraid we were gonna get like 5 figures, and
Godspeed.
that was it.
The arc of the toy industry is long, but it bends towards
Yes.
cartoon accurate G.I. Joe figures.
Yeah, right. I mean, I was confident that they would eventually get it right, and they're doing a good
Yeah,
job,
man.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah, but
I,
man,
I was out of that line for a little bit, and just like I
yeah,
didn't. Thankfully, I didn't sell what I had. You know?
Yeah, I remember he sold all his shit and had to buy it back again. Crazy motherfucker. I swear, I love him to death. That was crazy.
He gave him his money twice. He said no such thing.
All right, so it's about 11 o'clock now. I figure, we'll go like right up to the ball drop, and then we can do a hangout.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So I might have to jump out a few minutes earlier.
Yeah.
If my kids are still awake, I'm gonna go do that. Do that thing with them, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah. Them kids better kick their asses to bed, man. What you doing? What you doing? Letting them kids stay up to midnight? Oh, I guess it's New Year's Eve. Okay.
Yeah, they're on the couch. I'll wake them back up.
Sam said he's gonna go wake them up.
So basically, why don't we end at like 11:55 or something? And then
all right, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but it's the end of the year, so why don't we do some best ofs?
All right, that's cool.
For sure, man.
Oh shit. Man, this is gonna be crazy. It's crazy because like I haven't bought hardly any third-party Transformer figures this year at all.
Well,
I don't even know if I can even do a best stuff
some things in there,
for that.
like, you guys got anything else, man?
Yeah, I didn't think of this part.
Anyway, that's the best time to plan the shows. Is
hell yeah, right as we're going,
and not even next week's show, this week's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Stuff everybody missed, man.
Yeah, our bullshit. That's what everybody misses.
These fucking guys, man.
They just want to see if Nick's gonna get plowed again and fall asleep.
You better watch your chair, motherfucker.
I know, dude. He's the one chugging fucking glasses of wine. Bro.
I gotta go get us another drink. Shit.
Hurry up.
Hang on, man. I'll be right back. Hang on, man. Let me go get a drink. This will be fun.
This shit brought to you by Russ's Box of Wine.
Yeah, look at Russ, man. What's he been doing all day, dude?
I don't know. Probably.
We went into the city today, man. We had a good time, man.
That's cool. I didn't do shit. I played D&D last night. Fucking Strahd.
Wait, did you go to the shop?
Oh no, dude! The shop is closed, man. He like fucking.
Oh, that's right, dude.
Yeah,
that blows, man.
Yeah, but no.
Is that,
two of the.
Where did you play? What was the name of that shop?
It was Glorious Geeks.
Is Yancey Street still open?
Yeah, Yancey Street is still open. They've changed fucking owners though. The new guy's pretty cool.
Street. If they move locations, are they still going to be Yancey Street Comics?
Oh yeah, they've already moved before.
So they're not on Yancey Street?
No.
Yancey Street's more of an idea than a real concept.
Yeah, I thought that was a brilliant thing that Hickman did, revealing that Johnny Storm was the Yancey Street gang.
Oh, dude, I'm so out of the loop, man.
When Hickman did Fantastic Four.
Yeah, okay, no, that was old. Okay, yeah. No. Yeah, that's funny, man. It's just an idea. Dude, I haven't read hardly any comics. I don't think maybe any at all. Of anything.
There was some good shit.
Current, dude. I'm super behind, man.
There was some good shit this year, definitely.
Put my thing up about like books I've read this year, dude. I usually read like 20 books a year. I'm like 11, dude. I just got off to a really strong start, and then we moved, man.
That'll fucking do it.
That's just where all my brain space went to. Never want to do that again.
All right.
There he is.
Right,
hell yeah.
Russ is now in his potty chair, and we'll be fine.
Now we're back. All right.
All right, man. I didn't see a lot of movies this year. Did you guys?
No, I didn't.
A handful.
That many.
But I got an answer for this one.
All right, what's your answer first?
So the Batman, and it seems like it didn't come out this year, but it came out in February. I had to think. I'm like, wait, when did this movie come out? It seems so long ago. I love that movie, man. It's up there for me with the Nolan movies. I think it's better than The Dark Knight Rises. I don't know if I like it more than The Dark Knight or Batman Begins even, but man, is that movie good. I saw it in theaters, had to pee a bunch of times. Every rewatch I do, though, it gets better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I think that they just did everything right. Not that they went in every direction I thought they were going to go, but like, I love the Gordon Batman dynamic. The cinematography's great, direction's great, the story's tight, villains are good, they're not overused, action's good. I like their take on Bruce Wayne as this kind of like loner, kind of scumbag, strange dude, and it's like you wouldn't suspect him to be Batman, but for different reasons, you know, like it's because he's not like getting wasted and partying all the time, like no, because he's just a fucking weirdo, you know what I mean? Like he just stays in his tower or whatever. That's it for me. It's an easy choice too.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going the same way. What about you, Russ?
No, man, I like Top Gun Maverick, dude.
That was loves that
cool
shit too.
Fucking movie, man.
I haven't seen it yet.
I bought it. I bought it on Vudu, and we watched it the other day again. And I was like, "Wow, man! I forgot how awesome this movie is." I think we watched the first one first, and then watched the second one. And I just don't. And I said, "Man, don't the second one make the first one? You just want to watch them all over again." I don't know that shit.
That's good. That's like nominated for a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah,
like, I think Golden Globes are going, or those nominations are out, and I think it got nominated for like best movie.
And you know what I think it is? I mean, it's totally because of the whole, you feel like you're, that old nostalgia shit, But like, I don't know, man. If it does it, it does it. If that's what it needs, that's great because nostalgia sells, So,
well, dude, yeah, I mean, it's like that's one where it's like I heard like nothing but good things about that. Kind of like Universal.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've heard anyone be like, this movie's bad or it sucks or anything like that. That's great.
Nah, I loved it. And by the way, I really liked Batman as well. I have to say that I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure how Pattinson was going to be. I wasn't sure, I didn't know. But I mean, I thought I liked the take on Bruce Wayne, like you said too, Sam. I kind of like that. It was, instead of making him like the playboy, they kind of made him the way I would imagine he would be after what he witnessed as a kid and everything, and going through all the shit the training he goes through and all this stuff to become what he becomes.
Yeah, and there's definitely like he's in a stage of his life. He's not fully formed. He's not at the end point or anything like that. Like he's
right.
He's gonna grow from where he is now. And I thought that
cool. And that's a good point. This is like an early on version of Batman too. I mean, who's to say that Bruce Wayne wasn't always the playboy guy? Maybe he had to develop into that too. Yeah,
for sure.
So
with all the shakeups and whatnot at DC, it seems like they're kind of leaving this alone and letting this be, which is I'm like thankful.
I really hope. I hope so.
Anything. I don't want it tied in with any of these Joker movies. Like, just let it be its own thing. Just leave it alone.
But see, I want them to do that for the Joker movie too. Let it be its own thing.
For sure.
We don't have to tie it in with Batman. Leave it be.
That sequel's coming out too. And it's like you said, let it be. Or like if you're gonna have a Batman be a different Batman. I think the people get it,
Right.
I'm interested in seeing Lady Gaga as fucking Harley Quinn.
Oh, me too, dude. And it's like I'm sure it's like the first Joker, where it's like the cast is gonna be great, the direction's gonna be great, story's gonna be good.
Everybody's upset because it's gonna be a musical, but I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. And what does that mean? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm withholding judgment on that until I see it.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. It's like, hang on a minute, man. Let's see what it looks like first. Yeah.
I was just looking for some other like movies that were like notable. I mean,
Black Adam, dude.
Black Adam, Thor, Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
I would say, man, kind of looking at that, like the Batman to me was like one of my top 5 favorite comic book movies, right? But to me, and this is my take. I'm not responsible for the show or anything. Bad year for comic book movies, man. We got Spider-Man at the end of 2021, which upon rewatches, I'm not that crazy about that movie. But
I'm not either. Like
Thor was goofy as fuck. I actually like Doctor
What about
Strange.
the Multiverse of Madness? Did you like that?
I
like that, man. I didn't pay full attention to it.
Right.
The parts that I did see, I liked.
Yeah.
But
that was pretty good.
Morbius, I mean, like, what the fuck is that?
Oh,
I didn't see
man.
Venom.
I don't know, dude. I
Venom 2. What else came out? Black Panther 2. I still haven't seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
And it's like it's just not discussed, man. I think it didn't meet people's expectations. It had a lot of hurdles because like fucking the real dude died, right?
That's the problem with it.
Well, they had a killer opening for it. I think that the problem with that, not having seen it so far, I think that the hype overstripped it because I mean, yes,
you might be right about that.
You know, everybody wanted to see what they were going to do when Chadwick Boseman passed.
Yeah,
and then like I don't know how it speaks for the movie that like it did well for like 2 or 3 weeks and then it's made $1 billion.
Yeah,
right. Which probably
post COVID is
incredible,
more,
actually.
You know,
yeah, it is. It's pretty phenomenal.
I just
but it's like it made money, but like it's just not discussed as much, even as the first one was. So it's like, you know, it would.
I just don't think it's that. I just don't think PFL had it's gonna have a long lasting effect on people. I just don't. I think people went and saw it. They can say they saw it, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm in and out of the theater. What did I think of that?
Yeah,
you know,
I feel the same way. I feel the same way as you guys about movies. Like this year, I think movies overall were just shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to watch Top Gun for sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, and I'm I'm
positive. And I do want to watch that new Avatar movie. I'll watch it when it comes on streaming.
I ain't watching that shit. Fuck James Cameron and fuck Avatar.
Dude, I'm gonna dislike him so much, dude. I don't know what it is. He's like a total goon in real life.
I was gonna go. We were supposed to go watch it today, and then Anna and I both decided, no, we don't feel like going to the movies. Fuck it, you know. We just changed our mind completely.
Blue hentai, you fuck.
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch those blue guys bone horses and shit with their little braid. They like to like. I didn't realize that was them having sex. And y'all educated me on that. I didn't realize that was.
Why you think it made so much money?
Well, hey, Russ, when two big blue people love each other, man.
I guess so. It's like
they don't even have
you're literally watching a porn movie and you don't even know it. It's really weird. I don't know.
Indoctrination.
That's crazy.
But like having said that about movies, like I think TV was a completely different.
And I thought TV was there were a lot of good like stream stuff. Stuff. You know, shit.
Like for me, I mean, my top two are like interchangeable, like 1A, 1B, and it's House of the Dragons and fucking Sandman.
I really liked Sandman more than I thought I was gonna like it. I did. It like the first episode was a little crazy to me, and then the second one was a little crazy, and then all of a sudden, before I knew it, I was hooked. You know, but I don't know. Gwendolyn Christie is amazing in that show. By the way, I think she did a wonderful job. Wednesday was another good one. And I didn't think I was gonna like that one. And I watched it and I was like, oh, fuck. This might be pretty. I like the way she portrayed Wednesday. You know, she's an adolescent, you know, in it. So it's kind of like, it's not little Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's adolescent Wednesday, which is, you know, that's pretty cool. She did a good job on it. What's her name? Ortega with Jenna?
Yeah, Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, she's good, man.
She choreographed that whole dance by herself and shit. I thought that was
and that's the scene that everyone seems to love out of the show. You know, was that
we were moving on to TV, Sam. Like we were saying that, like the two of us really felt movies were fucking weak as shit this year.
Yeah,
but like TV to me was the absolute opposite. Like so much good. Shit on TV.
The Andor,
and I haven't even watched. Talking about Andor, I haven't even watched Andor yet.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I finished it, and that was.
Well, it's like going into before we went on our little break. Like I was always joking around. Like I've actually watched 2 shows, and at one point I was watching 2 series at once because it's like I hardly watch any series. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this year, man, super strong.
Yeah.
Before we get into before we even talk about what's your favorite one, like what streaming service did you watch the most this year? And it could be any app that you viewed content on.
HBO Max, without a doubt.
I think, yeah, it might have been. It's between HBO Max and Netflix because I watched Sandman. That was on Netflix.
Mhm.
I watched and I watched Wednesday, also on Netflix. There was a couple other things I watched on Netflix too that are like, I don't know, nothing did. Yeah, there was some anime stuff that I watched on Netflix.
The 4 shows that I watched this year were all on different platforms.
Yeah,
but like definitely like YouTube is the thing that gets the most playtime on.
Oh yeah,
on any of my shit, dude. And it's like I don't know if that's just me or if that's like a common.
Oh
thing.
no, I think it's a societal thing, man. We're looking for quick hits of information and quick informational shit that's going to keep our attention, and then go on to the next thing.
I watch like long form stuff, man. Like I
do too.
50s. I look for that more than like usually if it's like an 8-minute video, I'll scroll past. I'm like I need something to. Get a little bit busier than that.
Keep you a little bit busy. I really dug the Cobra Kai season as well. That was really cool.
That's true, man.
That show is really fun. And
the more you talk about like Netflix, man, I gotta think.
Yeah,
I gotta reevaluate. Like,
well,
I know that like HBO Max, I've watched like more of because I watch older shit.
I do. Yeah, they have a really Justice League, catalog, man. Yeah.
And the Justice League cartoons are going away on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah. Really?
Get them in, dude.
Hey, does anyone
come out this year?
Did
Peacemaker come out this year?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, Peacemaker.
Okay, then I did watch one on HBO Max.
I'm also watching the new season of Titans, not Teen Titans, but Titans.
Yeah.
On HBO because I love that fucking show.
I might watch. I don't know if Young Justice came out this year.
I don't know if they get renewed or not. I'm not sure.
It's not renewed, but
it's not. That sucks, dude.
Season came out this year or not, or if I was just late watching it.
Yeah, they kind of
we fucked up before you got here, and I said my favorites.
Yeah.
Dude, let's circle back to you. I'll rattle off mine.
No, this conversation's fucking interesting. I was just being me and telling you.
It's so hard to pick my favorite ones. Jesus Christ, like my favorite series, but
House of the Dragons and what was the other one I said? Fuck.
You said Sandman.
Sandman, yeah, that's it.
Dude, and they're getting a season 2, man.
Yes.
Let's fucking go. I know they had some huge hurdles to jump, but I'm glad
the budget for it. The budget for it was definitely on screen.
Yeah,
because they say that's what. Yeah, that's what they said was the hurdle because it's one of the most expensive things Netflix has ever
it's like
done.
You put money behind the thing, and it's good because of that. Not all the time.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that's what they good. But that helps for sure when you have the story in the cast.
What you said makes a lot of sense, Sam. But you know, Netflix will often say, "If it costs us too much money, we're not going to do it anymore."
Yeah,
and I don't understand that. If the show is good, then it's worth the budget.
Well, no, dude, because if it doesn't make them money, it's not worth the budget.
Well, I guess not because. But I'm wondering what's the threshold, you know.
Sandman's like with Top Gun Maverick. Like I hear people talking shit about it. Like it seems really well regarded and well regarded among people who are fans of the comic book, man, and who have read the fucking novels and shit. Like who are really into it, and they're fine with some of the departures that they've made. You know, kind of just understanding like when you go from one medium to another, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure.
But and it's like. when you have a property like that, dude, and it's like you put the money and you invested in it, and it's like you've got it. It's been a fruitful investment. Yeah, keep that going, dude. Keep that going.
Yeah. That's. But Nick, you're right about what you said, Nick. I understand what you mean about it being. Profitable would mean, I guess, that it brings in more subscribers. I mean, that's how they're going to make money, right?
Like, it sucks, but it's like it can't just be good. It has to be good.
And it has to draw people in to make people go. Like, make people
or it could
tell
just
people
have a bunch of people to watch it, even if it sucks.
Right.
Right.
You know.
But I would say, but I don't. There have been shows that they have done that have had a lot of download time, a lot of viewing time, a lot of hours, viewed, and they still get rid of it because it's just not worth. They say the budget's too high. What was the superhero one that they did?
Jupiter's Legacy.
That one really had a good following.
Yeah, I like that show, man.
But they said that wasn't worth the budget. It didn't do well enough for the budget, is what they said.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to understand. I wish I knew their formula.
Yeah, that's
what
exactly
does it have
it.
to hit for
That's exactly it. Like Stranger Things for them is huge.
Yeah.
But I just can't get into it.
So it's good. But the thing about Stranger Things is they've had to pay those kids. Well, I call them kids. A lot of them are becoming adults now.
Yeah, they're like dudes now, man.
The more famous or the more popular that show's gotten, the more they've had to pay them. So it's like, so that's getting to be a pricey show as well. And then the effects,
but they're just pulling people, man. The effects look great. So
I think the effects are pretty good too.
Speaking of that, I'll rattle off mine real quick. So Stranger Things was in the honorable mention. The season 4, I thought was really good, man. I think the villain, that dude Vecna, I think he's great. And I think that's what to me that show was lacking, was a villain like that, man. He's menacing, and he looks human enough. It's when you have something that looks like the, what do you call them, the Demigorgons?
Yeah.
They just, I don't know, just never did anything for me because they look so strange and alien.
They're just monstrous looking, and it's kind of almost like cornball monster looking.
Yeah, but him, he's a fucking menace, dude, and I really gravitated to that, and I thought.
No, I understand. He was cool looking.
Peacemaker came out this year.
Yeah,
which may or may not have been true.
I think it did come out this year.
I really enjoyed Peacemaker, man. Peacemaker was great. I enjoyed the show. I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, John Cena. Say what you want about him.
He's great in that role.
That Peacemaker role, he seemed to do all right with, man. I think he did. I think he did good with it. But that's pretty good. So you really like the Peacemaker one? Okay.
Peacemaker was good, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it means for the rest of the DCEU, going forward or whatever they're gonna call it. But that show
it's probably safe because look who's in charge of DC
James
now.
Gunn. Yeah. But my top 2, man. So this was, and it's you could ask me tomorrow, and these might be different, but I think my number 1 today has to do with expectations. Okay, my top 2 series for the year were this one, The Bear, which was on Hulu. Can't recommend it enough. I know Dave said he watched it and enjoyed it. And that one, I got referred to that by a friend, and she said, "Hey, this show's really good. You're gonna love it." And this is somebody who really respect their opinions. Everything that they recommend to me, I watch. It's always good, right? And she said it was gonna be great. I watched it, and it was great. It's one of my favorite series, probably of all time. But it was what I expected, right? My number 1 is Andor, and it's because I expected literally nothing from this. I was in a place where I didn't give a shit about Star Wars. It's post fucking Rise of Skywalker, which I think was a fucking abomination of a movie, right? Where it's that's kind of how much do I care about all this shit, right? I can't say enough bad things about it, right? And Clone Wars, the last 4 episodes of that one season were really good. And with this, I'm why do we even need this series of this, kind of protagonist of what I think is a really good movie? And then Andor comes out, and it's just fucking incredible, dude. Do you see Nick pull off his headphones like he just heard a gunshot in his house?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
Okay.
I can't hear anything through the fucking door except them yelling. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I am.
So the cops busted in here for a few minutes. I've been with y'all for about an hour and a half.
Oh man.
I I'll tell you, Sam, Andor was a little bit of a slow burn for me. The beginning of it, I had a hard time staying with it the first 2 episodes, but it started getting really good, man. It did. It picked up fast. They did a good job of circling back to the beginning, because every one of those little kind of side people that you saw in the first couple episodes, huge part to play in the finale, man. And it's like it was a slow burn, which is like that is my shit, dude. Well, it's like they were laying it out though. Giving you all this foreshadowing, you know.
They took a long time to set the groundwork for what this place was, and that all paid off in the finale, dude. And Nick, I'm not spoiling anything. But when at the very beginning, when they said we're gonna do these anthology movies and kind of dabble in different tones and things like that, we got Rogue One, which was even a toned down version of what it was supposed to be. And that's might be my favorite Star Wars movie, depending on what they ask me. And then Andor is exactly that, where it's like the tone is different, the genre is different. It's like a legitimate like spy thriller type series, and it feels like it's made for me, like it's made for an adult Star Wars fan who likes other serious content. And it's like they just took this stuff and just it's like a true detective, and it's different than that, less macabre, but like it just transplanted that into Star Wars, and it's like that's what I want with these side.
Did Andor ruin Rogue One for you a little bit?
No,
it didn't. You sure?
It makes it mean
really
more.
Because like
More.
I mean, you didn't piss you off a little bit more. They're gonna kill this awesome character off, and then
I know what happens to him.
They kill off every character though, Russ. Every character has an arc.
Yeah,
that's true.
Now seeing,
that's a good point, but
it makes his arc in Rogue One mean even more, because you see, and again, I'm not spoiling anything for Nick, but like you see in Andor what this dude sacrifices to.
That's just true. That's a good point.
It's so good. It's
you also see his hustle, which I really like.
Now I think 2 series divided nerddom,
and
they both came out on different platforms, and I think it's Obi-Wan and Rings of Power.
I forgot.
Okay. I forgot
to mention Rings of Power.
I think you either loved them or you hated them.
Yeah. So Rings of Power, and it's funny you say that. Like I'm not necessarily. I enjoyed Rings of Power for all of its flaws. Like it seemed like to me in a lot of ways, in a lot of different places, to be like something that you would see on ABC or on Fox, on prime time, looked very TV in parts, but I did enjoy it as a whole, and I was surprised by that. And I forgot, I would have mentioned that in like my honorable mentions or whatever. Obi-Wan, dude. I mean, I thought it was really bad. I enjoyed the last episode quite a bit, but after Andor, I'm like, dude, there's like, for me, it's like there's a pre and post Andor time of like what I think about these Star Wars shows, and it's like even the Mandalorian, I'm like, it was okay, I guess, after watching Andor, like and it's just like one of those things that's changed everything for me. Like it's like, how can all that shit even stay?
See, you liked Andor way more than I did. I can't put it over Mandalorian. I liked Mandalorian. That's a good show.
I
never thought I would. Yeah,
like as a complete series, I thought Obi-Wan was great.
I liked Obi-Wan as well.
Wolf,
I mean,
Wolf said he didn't like it either.
Yeah,
but like I think that's the thing. Like I think you either like
I really
got down with Obi-Wan, or you were like, fuck this shit.
See, Anna didn't really care for a lot of things in it. But she told me, and I told her, "You're crazy," and she goes, "You're biased." Because Obi-Wan's like one of my favorite characters. He's probably my favorite Jedi, like in Star Wars. So I'm gonna like
too,
it. It's more
like,
Obi-Wan, right?
There's just so many like little goofy things throughout that took it away from me. But like I said, the last episode, so strong, and I could have done the last episode with that. Could have been it for me, and there could have been a scroll. Here's how these two characters both ended up on this planet, and then they had the interaction they had, which I think was brilliant, right? But everything else before then, take it or leave it.
I disagree. I think you have to have that first Obi-Wan Vader confrontation to
where he kind of throttles him a little bit. Yeah.
Like I just like this. I enjoyed it overall. I can see people's criticism of it, and I understand it.
Yeah, by the end, I did like the Leia stuff.
Yeah, I like that. But dude, it's like Rogue One. It's some of the best Vader we've had on screen.
That's true. I think I really enjoyed that we got to see Obi-Wan flex a little bit with his force ability. Cool, man. I kind of dug that. It just lets you know that if Obi-Wan really, really, really pushes himself, he can do some pretty cool shit.
That last episode was so strong. I watched it 10 times. You know what I mean? Like that last episode.
It's such a good. It was such a good like. I mean, okay, a lightsaber battle, great, but I mean, I liked some of the.
I think it has.
I don't know.
Iconic imagery that we're going to look back at in Star Wars and be like, "Oh shit, that's dope."
Yeah.
Like, you know how that fucking Return of the Jedi poster, the one that's like the Drew Struzan one with fucking Vader and Luke crossing the swords, and the chair up there. You know how iconic that is. I think fucking Hayden Christensen's face coming through the mask.
Dude, so good. Dude, I'm telling you, that last episode, man.
Yeah.
And really awesome. Brilliant.
And then,
stuff.
like, when you
the dialogue that they have with one another, man, spot on.
And not only that, but what they did with the audio, having it cut in and out, like his rebreather or whatever it is.
Yeah, his Vader voice and his regular voice.
The gap between Anakin and Vader, which I, until that point, had a hard time doing in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I always saw them as two different people, and then you see that, and that to me does it like perfectly. My issue with the series as a whole was the direction. I think a lot of it, like Rings of Power, looked more TV than I would have liked, right? I do like a series to have that cinematic quality. I feel like Andor literally kept that in every frame from beginning to end. Rings of Power had it at moments. Obi-Wan had it in the last episode, right?
I was like, Obi-Wan apologizes. Obi-Wan apologizes to him. Says he's sorry for what he's become.
Dude, but like the writing in that last episode, man.
Fucking Hayden Christensen, man. So fucking beautiful.
And he tells
that dialogue.
He tells Obi-Wan, don't apologize to me.
It's like you're him long ago,
dude.
I killed him a long time ago.
He's like, I like this shit. Like, I'm bad as hell, and I like it. You know, that was perfect to me.
It's just good dialogue for a good fight.
Yeah.
Or and I don't know.
I was worried because I was worried that they were gonna leave, and it's like, well, you feel bad for Vader. He's trapped. The Emperor. He's a victim of the Emperor. But he was like, no, motherfucker. Like this is I'm exactly where I want to be, dude. Like,
and it's so different from how they're portraying him in the comics, which is supposed to be canon, also.
Well, it is because the comics is like a different time though for Vader, isn't it? Than where he was when where he was at.
I would imagine that there's like little communication going on between
because there's these
now
it depends on where in the timeline where Vader's head is, where Vader is, because like after he finds out about Luke being alive, that Luke lives, and then he kind of puts two and two together.
Yeah, and figures out this is my son. Look at what his plan is. His plan is, me and my boy, we're gonna fucking rip the Emperor apart.
Yeah,
we're gonna rule the galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So he's still based far in the dark side there. And
he is, but he's based far in the dark side. The redemption doesn't really start until Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just saying, but it's still. he wants to hunt the kid down for different reasons than the Emperor. You know what I'm saying? And it's so he has his own agendas, and by that point, him and the Emperor are sort of pissing on each other. It's a pissing match, you know.
Now,
It's
like Russ. What did you say your two were?
oh, my two were House of the Dragon, and I mean that was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing show. I was, but I'm such a big Game of Thrones fan, so Targaryens, dragons, give it all
I
to me,
forgot
man.
what you're saying. Yeah, I knew you said House of the Dragons like me. I just forgot what the second one was.
They were that was phenomenal, and probably my second favorite was probably I really liked Cobra Kai. So
Cobra Kai was dope.
I like the new season of Cobra Kai. You know, I mean, in this, you know, and I like I said, I wish I was as big a Star Wars fan as Anna is, because I would have probably, I mean, even I can enjoy Star Wars, but it just isn't number one to me. Like with Anna, it's number one to Anna, right? For me, it's like, you know, there's other shit over Star Wars for me, you know, and I like the Andor show. It was really good. And I liked Obi-Wan as well, but my enjoyment of them is still going to probably go underneath other stuff, you know, that I like. So I don't know. It's weird. It's that I think that the Cobra Kai show has become kind of like, I don't know. It's just become. Yes, it's silly. It has some silliness to it. Believe me, it does.
The end of it kind of took me out of it.
It did a little bit because it was a little cornballish too. I felt like, you know, and then Daniel has his one-on-one with Silver, you know, and it's like, and he does the crane kick on.
Yeah, but you expect that. You expect that shit.
You do expect that.
You don't expect murder and prison escape.
No, that's true. Shit starts to shit gets a little too hairy, and you're like, whoa, reel it back in. Keep it silly, man. Keep it light. Keep it little. Them doing dumb shit to each other. You know,
keep it light. Keep it festive.
Yeah, and I mean, I heard rumors that it's possible that the next season is going to be the last season. I don't know if it's true or not, but some of the actors want to move on to do other things.
It's been going a while, man.
Well, the one dude is Blue Beetle.
Right. There you go. See, so they're
his name is, I think his name in real life is Zolo. I don't remember his last name, but it's Zolo. Yeah, so he's going to play the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle. Now,
looking at that movie comes out,
it seemed from like, who knows what the fuck is going on over there, but there was a report in Variety, I think, that said that James Gunn was staunchly behind the Blue Beetle movie.
Okay, good.
That was a Gail Simone co-creation.
Yeah.
Him and the Ryan Choi Adam. When they tried to redo them. But like, just to close off the TV discussion real quick, I just wanted to figure out of all the series that you guys mentioned, like, what are you most excited for to see more of?
Man, so
well, House of the Dragon for me. I can't wait to see season 2.
And it's like my my top two, the Bear and Andor both have a confirmed season 2, so it's like,
oh, that's cool.
Pretty easy. I'm trying to think what else is coming out.
Yeah, let me ask you something real quick,
I
Sam.
totally forgot one of mine.
The Bear. What streaming service is that on again?
Hulu.
I'm gonna check that out.
Dude, I forgot like fucking
30-minute episodes, man.
Well, see, okay,
that was this year too. Yeah,
Fox Machina. But I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if we were gonna do anime in another category of itself. That's why I was.
No, because I'm watching like except for that.
Because that might overtake Cobra Kai.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think my top two changed too to
because
House of the Dragons and Vox Machina.
Yeah, because that show is phenomenal, man.
And I cannot wait. Like,
yeah, I'm really looking forward to season 2. I really am.
Now you guys are talking about how you enjoyed Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to do it, but there was a Vecna arc in the Vox Machina story.
Really?
And they had a famous guest star playing with them. And it would be dope if they could do it, but I don't think they can. And that guest star was Joe Manganiello.
Oh, that would be badass, dude.
Yeah. He plays. Yeah, he like plays D. He plays Magic too.
He has his own like live play stream. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
like
to
on all
find
these
it,
on all these videos that pop up in my feed, he's there. Like fucking Post Malone's always on these too.
Yeah.
Like,
Post Malone
like,
buys like Black Lotuses in every town he goes in.
Yeah, he like.
That's
knows
so
shit,
cool.
man. He's like the real life Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Like he like buys all these cards that hardly exist, and then so nobody else can have them.
Yeah.
All
That's...
right. So, moving on. What was the best toy of this year?
Oh boy. Jeez, like a line or just a figure in particular?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Both.
Best
We can do
individual
both,
toy
man.
and best line.
Yeah, I think I'll go. I got something already.
Okay.
I think the best
Back there.
line, and again, like, does it have to be something you bought or?
No.
Okay, best line, G.I. Joe Classified. Appreciating that shit from afar because I think it is great. And I've spoken enough about it on the show. My figure of the year, which is like literally one of 4 figures I bought this year, but Dark Knight Returns Superman from Mafex. This is just perfect. And whereas like with the Batmans that they did, they leaned heavily on that cartoon movie that came out. This is very, very comic accurate representation of the Superman from one of my favorite books of all time that has a really special meaning to me. So this is it. Figure of the year for me. Ba-bam.
Nice.
Which Superman is that?
Mafex Dark Knight Returns.
He looks
Mafex
fucking
Dark Knight
great.
Returns, yeah.
He looks good,
they,
dude. Shit.
They nailed it, which is par for the course for them, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Russ, what you thinking?
I think my favorite line is Classified. Even though I've been bitching about things about it, it's still once you get the figures in hand, you go, all is forgiven. No.
Right, dude. It's good.
And I think my favorite figure that I've gotten.
Oh, he fucking froze.
My favorite figure is.
It's like
Look at his face. Oh my god. How do I scream?
I told you he was on a potty chair.
I know, dude. Fucking cross-eyed. Oh my
man,
god.
I'll do mine real quick. Toy for me is definitely Galactus.
Oh yeah, dude.
Pulling that bad boy out of the box, feeling the heft of it, the ratchets, everything about that toy. You know, beautiful. Some of the
Sentinel?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good.
Because of the arms are ratcheted, the hands are a lot better.
Love to hear it, man.
Yeah, but I think my line of the year's got to be Gargoyles.
Dude, yeah. I had issues with it, and it's with the articulation of the wings, right?
Yeah.
But those figures looked great. The paint was on point. Other than the wings, the articulation was incredible. I mean, everything you want. That's a really strong line, dude.
Yeah, I mean, and Hudson just hit my pile of loot right after I shipped.
Yeah, I've seen some in hand pics. He looks great, just like par for the course, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Messaged me.
Fucking retarded, dude. Just stupid.
Fucking Wolf took a screenshot of you.
This is just the dumbest. This is the dumbest thing. Look, get this. I was talking my ass off before I realized I was. And I'm like, why are there circles on everybody? I was still talking. I'm like, fine. Before I realized this shit, I'm like, oh my god.
Yo,
dude.
look at the family chat, Russ, because that's what you were frozen on.
Oh, really? From me to family chat? Hang on, let me go.
Yeah. But
Stupid shit.
yeah, like I understand the posable wings thing. It's a huge thing even for me. I've got 2, 4-foot long shelves, but displaying those fucking gargoyles with those wings out is gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's why Anna's keeping them boxed up. She's not even taking them out the box. And I asked her,
That's like the way to do it, man.
I said, did you want to? I asked her, I said, I'll find room for you to display them. And she's like, no, they're just going to take up too much space. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
it is crucial. It is crucial to them to fucking come out with wing packs for these things. And dude, I was talking to a dude that we all know, and I told him if he was 3D printing, making gargoyles wing packs, man, those would fucking sell like hotcakes.
Well, it's like you don't even need to do anything fancy. You don't need to make them articulated. They just can be pointed up and then just point straight back down to where you can stand them next to each other, man. That's all you need.
No, that's true. I mean, yeah, it's not.
They don't even need to do the cape thing.
Yeah.
Like just make them go up and straight back down.
But yeah, Russ, what I said was Galactus was my figure and Gargoyles was my line.
Oh, that's. Oh, you. Let me. Is that what I look like? Let me see. Oh, jeez, dude. Boy, I really am. I'm
really unfortunate time.
My eyes are rolling back in my head and shit. Yeah. I'm fucking buzzed now. It's good. All right, goddamn. Oh, that's
so.
Good.
What was your toy of the year, brother?
Toy in line, yeah.
Oh,
you said
I did. It was GI Joe Classified and Outback.
Oh, Outback. Okay.
Oh, that was my figure of the year. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
Outback part.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I probably zamped out when I was probably yapping about that, and next thing I know, there's circles going on. What the fuck? Stupid. I don't know, but yeah, he's a good figure, man. I like him, and I don't know. There's a lot of the classified figures that I like. Like Dusty's really good too. But I just and then you know what? There was another one I really enjoyed was that Sergeant Slaughter, not Sergeant Slaughter, the a Roadblock. That was the Amazon one.
The one of
the heavy artillery,
the classic looking one.
Yeah, the heavy artillery Roadblock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nick, the Kimbo Slice was a Cobra Island one.
Yeah, and I like that one too. That's cool and all, but that heavy artillery one is fucking sick, dude.
I want to put a Kimbo Slice head on it.
Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Rest in peace to him, man. What a dude. I forgot that he died, man.
Yeah,
dude. Stephen Bonner. Yeah, yes. Man. Stephen Bonner, Barbara Walters died last night.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
we lost Pope Benedict the 16th.
Yeah, he just died today. Pele. Yeah, dude. What a week, man.
Crazy.
Stephen Bonner, man. He's just real quick aside of like, you know, just another chance of me and Nick talking about like ancient UFC or ancient MMA material, but it's like, you know,
some of those old school fighters though were kind of what made that shit helped raise it in popularity. He was in the most important
UFC.
Yeah, he was in the most important fight in the history of the UFC.
2005 or 2006 it was.
The fucking Ultimate Fighter, the fucking finals.
Ultimate Fighter season 1 finale, dude.
That was such a cool show.
And because that was the first like kind of UFC event that was like free on TV, everybody can watch it. There wasn't a show, like it was like they put an actual card together. I forget what was the main event of that, but
wasn't like I think Lieben Silva was on that card too.
No, that was because Chris Lieben was on that season, and that was way later in his career. But there was a big fight on that card. I can't remember who it was, but I mean, I had people calling me during that fight, like, "Are you watching this stuff?" And like, we were at some girl's house. She was having a party, and I was like, "Yes, dude. Like, this is what I've been telling you guys about since 1993 or whatever." But
I was on my feet just as much during that fight as when the Sox won their first title.
Yeah. And it's one of those things like it's like you remember for me at least, like I remembered exactly where I was.
Yep. I
remembered watching the whole thing. I remember what it did for the sport. And Stephen Bonner, like that dude had a rough go, man. I mean, he fought Anderson Silva, lost his ass off, got kneed in the chest, and I think his heart exploded through his back, if I recall correctly.
God, holy shit!
And I mean, it just about did. And
dude, it was some Mortal Kombat.
Insane,
like,
dude.
He got popped for steroids right after that, and it's like he's a dude who, kind of a tough dude, middling fighter for sure, like on that level at least. But I think did try to take some shortcuts and he fucking paid for it, man. But it's like,
yeah, man, 45 years old.
I will always have respect for that dude and for what he did for the sports. In different place now, and I could talk about that all day, but yeah, rest in peace to that dude. He is a special guy.
Oh, and our boy got released. Kane.
Oh, Kane is out. Yeah, he's out. Thank God, man.
Yeah.
He had to have had a good time in prison. Not like a good time, but like nobody fucked with him.
Yeah, nobody was gonna fuck.
You know what I
with
mean? Like
Yeah.
he probably just sat there and like played solitaire and got to watch the news and stuff. Like, but that was great to hear.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
Dude, man. Killer.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get on
Moving
to best,
on, yeah.
best comic or book. Russ,
What
the fuck did you read?
Oh my god. I haven't read shit this year for comic books, really. I don't think I'm read hardly anything.
Did you read any books or anything?
I think I read
You can't
some.
read, Nick.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't read.
I did read some. I read some IDW Transformer shit a little bit, but I don't know. Not a lot. God damn. Yeah, I didn't read anything. Terrible, dude. Oh man, just bad. Oh man, this is why people are always saying, "Russ, you're dumb."
What's your deal, bro?
Right.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I can't top that.
Yeah. He's like, "Gee, Russ, I don't know."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hilarious.
Sam, you want to go or you want me to go?
I'll go. I didn't read any
All right.
comic books. I read some good books. I read that Bloodlands book by Timothy Snyder. One of the best books I've ever read. So that's my pick. Timothy Snyder has terrible politics. That dude's an absolute goon when it comes to contemporary politics. But this book, I'd recommend it to anybody, man. It's a masterpiece. I don't have it in hand, but also this one, Red Famine by Anne Applebaum. It's incredible. Really good book. Both of them
It's
are
getting there, guys. It's getting there.
Yeah, look at Russ. Russ, go ahead and lean back and take a load off, bro.
Right. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just.
You're leaning forward, though.
I'm like zoning. I gotta put my arm right here. Hold me up.
All right, I'll go ahead and do mine, and then we can get out of here. So that everybody can celebrate New Year's real quick.
I'm good.
And then I'll throw out a link for a hangout right after. Okay, guys.
Yeah, man.
My book is really weird. It's the Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook.
Hell yeah, man. Right,
that is the best book I read.
Wait, the Player's Handbook?
The Player's Handbook.
Like,
man,
that's the rules,
it got
right?
me in. Yeah.
That's banging, dude.
Dude, it's like the thing about the rules is that's half the fun of D&D is figuring out how to create these characters that you want to be able to do certain things in the world that you have to break the mechanics in order to do.
Okay.
So like the whole basis of D&D is right there in that Player's Handbook. Hey, Ralphie, baby.
Ralphie,
what's up, man? Love
Ralphie,
you too, brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and my favorite comic book series of the year has to be Amazing Spider-Man from what they've been doing 1 through 14.
Nice, man. Who's writing that?
It was Zeb Lowe, I think, and there's another writer on now that is doing like the dark web X-Men shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because Ben Reilly's back as Chasm, and he's teamed up with Madeline Pryor. So the two clones are together, and they're fucking with the X-Men and Spider-Man and Venom.
That's
even.
cool.
And it's pretty good. So
Nice.
Yeah. But we're gonna try and do this a little more regularly next year.
Yeah, for sure. So, and I'll say these next few weeks are going to be dicey for me, but
yeah, that's it, man.
It will level out eventually.
It'll level out, and we will do
about
more.
middle of February.
He's about middle of February. It's like, right, another month will be right.
Yeah,
dude,
the shit that Wolfie talks about Ralphie. Oh my god.
Yeah, you should hear him on these hangouts, dude. He's a monster.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I had to take his photo down, man. I had to turn it around the other way.
I am so thankful for you two, and all.
Oh
the
yeah,
friends,
man. Love
all
you guys.
The other
Miss
friends
you guys, dude.
in the chat.
Yeah, and dude, thanks for everyone for being in the chat. I know it's like
it's New Year's and you guys are here. Thank you.
I know, yeah, and we've been a long time without doing this. So.
It means a lot. It means a lot, Dave.
Yeah, man, it's awesome, man. That was cool of everyone to hang out with us.
And like everybody that's a fucking weekly soldier in here, no matter how bad the content is, like fucking Eric. All you guys, we love you guys.
Like even if we don't like you, you know what I mean? Like you're here, you know, put up with.
Would you even know how bad the content is, motherfucker? I'm on this bitch. They love me, man. I'm good.
Go ahead and lean back.
I gotta hold on to this. I gotta hold on to my desk here, man.
You better do the Fat Joe. You better do the Fat Joe when told. All right, man. We love y'all. Probably about like 10 minutes. I'll have a hang up about.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Happy New Year's. Best for everybody. Peace out. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out. Love y'all.
See you next year. All right. I'm going to run upstairs and then I will see you guys.